Welcome to another live stream of Roll Up a Pull Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. What we here on today, Mr. Roll Up? Hey, look, this one is a reaction for a reaction. You know what I'm saying? Tap in. Tap the fuck in. What you mean a reaction for a reaction? You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be about a content creator that already reacted to a video, and then I'm gonna do my reaction to his reaction. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Yeah, I got my drink poured, whole cup. So you know what's up. Tap in, tap the fuck in. What I'm sipping on. Here you go. Big volley. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Yeah, and that's the black label. You know what I'm saying? So that one coming a little different. You feel me? Tap in, tap the fuck in. What's this reaction about? The reaction is about why not to move in with a woman, part three. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Yeah, I didn't already spoke on this situation a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't nothing new, but this time it's gonna be coming from somebody else. So this time it won't be coming from me. You're gonna hear it from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, tap the fuck in. All right, let's get to it. So before I play this video, I'm gonna let y'all know it's like a 30-minute video, but I'm gonna cut it down to 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play 15 minutes of the video plus my commentary. So I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes or so. You know what I'm saying? This what it's gonna be. But I'm gonna chop it down the best I can. I just want y'all to hear this, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say what I gotta say about it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now look, before I go ahead and play it, right? Let me show you who the content creator is. His name is MABW. You know what I'm saying? Men against bitter women. Now he not no guy that's against women or nothing like that. He actually one of my favorite YouTubers. He just react to people that get on these dating shows and have all these demands and things like that, and he cooked their heads. You know what I'm saying? So basically, he just dropped a video. And I watched it and I was like, yeah, this is what I be talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to hear it and I'm gonna do my reaction behind it. All right. Now look, the caption to this right here. Um, his caption to his video. His 47-year-old mom gave Pookie her best years and is now saving herself for marriage. All right, first off, right, before I go into this video, you 47 years old talking about you waiting on your husband. It's a wrap on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody about to marry you. You 47, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? All right, now let's get to it. So to the MAPW team, I'm back with another video. Let's get right into the damn video.
Hello, abundantly blessed.
Hi, hold on. Let me see how I'm always trying to turn. Hi. Hey.
Hi, welcome in.
Okay, thank you.
It's a sense to be on a live and potentially all platforms.
Yeah.
All right, what brings you up?
So you remember me? Yes, you do. You remember me?
We got this right here.
You remember me, girl? Because we was whispering.
Oh my God, no!
At this tone, you can hear me, right? Because he's in the other room. Okay. So what I want to ask you is, how long is to get married?
Let me stop it right here. Read that if y'all can see it. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read it to you. What it say? Let's say her man is in the other room while she's on live. He doesn't want to marry her after 3 years, but she feels she has aged out of dating in Atlanta. And on the bottom, it says she's 45 and they live together and she got multiple businesses. I just want to throw that out there. All right.
45. And we live together. He lives with me. I have my own businesses. And when my children are older.
Stop this real quick. She's 45. We live together. He lives with me. At the top, it says her man is in the other room while she's on live, but he doesn't want to marry. He doesn't want to marry her after 3 years, but she feels she has aged out of dating in Atlanta. Also, at the bottom, it says, I have my own businesses and all my children are older. These bops are wild. They literally have children. They're from Atlanta or they have moved to Atlanta. They move men into their households, then complain when those men don't want to marry them after 3 years. Even if you broke up with that guy, he got what he wanted out of you already, you goofy Bob. And this is what I be talking about right here. These women, some of them, they'll actively come online. Sometimes, I'm not saying her in general, but they'll come online, tell their whole life story, and then when no other men want to deal with them, they act like they don't understand why. Or they act like they don't understand why good men don't want to deal with them. It's because you've let pookies deal with you for so long that qualified men, they are not going to give you the time of freaking day. Why would a man that has himself together come into your life, help you out when you freaking let a pookie live with you while you have children, and you stay with that pookie for 3? You gave Pookie 3 years of your life, not your best life. Okay? Not your best life. In this video, you're 45. Okay? So you're giving him your decline now. And now you're giving him to meet your time when you start your golden years, when you should be just enjoying life with your significant other. You let a pookie come into your house and you moved him in there while you have children. You're a bop. I stand on that. Let's continue with the damn video.
We was on trips or whatever if we went to.
How y'all feel about that? All right.
It's absolutely none of that for 3 years.
3 years, no trips, no nothing, no going out. Maybe you want a little purse, a little bag, you need something.
Oh my God, our first Christmas together was horrible. I brought him all good gifts, and like talking about this made me want to cry. Like my day was like $500 worth of stuff from Walmart, and I'm like, you could have went to a real like Jared or something and got me a little heart for that $500 that we don't date. And when you do take me on a date, it's like in the area, and I'm like, I'm not an area bitch. Like, what are you doing?
She whispering? What's up with this whispering shit? She whispering.
You know what I'm saying? I live in Atlanta. I'm afraid to date. I'm afraid to like leave him.
Feeling blessed. He feels that way because you already made that okay.
I know. I'm sorry. He's a narcissist too. He's a narcissist, girl. Like
no. Abundantly blessed. It's not fair to call a man a narcissist. It's not fair if we accepted it for 3 years.
You're right.
Exactly. Thank you, Ashley. You said something smart because I was just about to go in. But you stayed with a narcissist guy for 3 years in the same household that you and your children are in. Do you women listen to what you're saying sometimes? Y'all are quick to throw out the word narcissist on any man that you have discrepancies with. But you women are actively moving these men in your household. How can he be a narcissist when you stay with him for 3 years? Do you know how idiotic you sound? These chicks will literally sit up here and talk bad about the men that they're actively dealing with, and they let into their household. They let stay with them for 3 years. They don't have no ties with these men. They aren't married to these men. They can let these men go at any time, but they refuse to let these men go. You are the problem. You are the issue. You chose, you keep them. The issue. You chose, you keep them.
You're like a smart woman. You're mature. Okay, you got some kids under your belt, so you
Mature.
know a thing about life. Okay.
right.
No. From 2 years ago.
Bitch, well, I love his ass.
Wait.
Here we go. Bops can't help but to be bops, even if they got kids, everybody. They can't help it. It has to come out of them some way, somehow. It has to freaking come out of them. Proof is in the pudding.
Hold up. Let me stop you right there. What he said is some real shit. You know what I'm saying? You got kids and you on the internet doing this. You got to learn something about the internet. This shit don't go away. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, in that video 2 years ago, she was 45. So what does that make her now, everybody? It makes her 47 now. And look at the way she's portraying herself. Look at the way she's acting. She has children, everybody. Not one child. We have something plural going on here. Kids, not a kid. Kids.
Years ago. Y'all don't understand. She was up here. She was like one of the very first people up on this Ask Ashley from Atlanta with the man living with you. He had no business.
You see the difference in the timing, and now she's saying that she's not with this guy, how happy, and you know, she jumping around and shaking her ass now compared to when she was with the guy, she was whispering. You know, it's crazy how these women is, man. But let's go.
Living with you.
Girl, he's going. He is going.
Yeah, he's going now. Now you're 47. You should have stuck it out with him. What, you think another man gonna come in and deal with you now? Oh, he got to get the busted EM and live with you. So now a qualified man hopefully can come into my life and give me everything I deserve at 47 years old with my kids. Somebody talk to me out there. I really do this, by the way. Somebody out there talk to me. Let's continue.
Oh my God, it's been years. What's been on? Hello, how are you?
I am doing great. I am living life. I'm not afraid to go out there and like try to date or whatever. Like,
she had a pup. Okay, let me remind. She had a pup. Your hair was in a ponytail and a pup. And you was in a bed with glasses on. I think the same glasses.
Yeah, I wasn't on the bed. That was my my eyelash bed that I was leaning on.
Okay, yeah. And she was whispering. She had the pup. Oh my gosh. Okay, so tell us what's going on.
Yeah, so y'all asked me to come.
And one more thing. Imagine whispering in your own house. You pay the bills there. You taking care of everything. You got to whisper in your own house. I ain't doing a damn thing in my house. Either you better shut the hell up and be quiet or go to an area that I tell you to go to, or you can get the fuck up out of my house. I would hope anybody would feel like that if it's your house. I just want to be clear on that. That goes for men and women. If it's your house, you should be able to talk however loud you want to talk, to have a conversation. If he don't like it, he can get the fuck out. If she don't like it, she can get the fuck out, vice versa.
To come back when I had an update or whatever like that. So life is amazing. I got rid of him, and remember I told you that I was working out and all that stuff like that, trying to lose weight. So it's been a slow process or whatever, but
I bet it has been a slow process. It's always a slow process. It's all y'all excuses all the time. Remember, everybody, that was 2 years ago. You were a real slow process.
I'm not in the 200s no more. I'm like 178, maybe 177 now.
No, you not. You 200. You lying.
Or whatever. So I've been, like I said, working out and everything. I got rid of him.
How did that process go of you finally letting go of that relationship?
So like I was telling you, while I was in a relationship, I was working on myself around him, but still trying to love on him. You know what I'm saying? You can't love somebody that don't want to be loved. You can't make somebody do something they don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? And plus his ass was cheating with, his ex. So it just came down to it. It was just too much going on.
To the bros out there, real talk. Let me talk to the bros. If he got what he wanted out of her, he was able to live with her for 3 years. He was able to get the busted yam, not pay no bills. Is it a loss for him if he even cheats or if she kicks him out of her house? Is it a loss? Somebody talk to me. Is it a loss for him? He got the busted yam. He got to live up under your roof for 3 years and not pay no bills. Who lost? You couldn't do it. You wanted to do for the most part, you had to whisper in your own damn house. He got to go out there and cheat with his ex-girlfriend and live under your roof rent-free. Somebody talk to me out there. Who lost? That's why I say it's not a flex to come online and talk about this shit. These women would be happy to talk. Oh, well, I got rid of him. I leveled up. That's not a flex. If anything, it makes you look absolutely dumb. You just don't understand that.
But remember, I think before I told you that he went.
Hold on. Did he cook though? Did he cook? All right.
Take no trips. Hey, want to do this? Well, a little bit after I spoke with you, after I spoke with you, I just looked at him and I was like, told my daughter like, yo, you want to go to Jamaica? She was like, yes. So I went to Jamaica for my birthday. That was my first out of the country trip.
Wow.
Yeah, and my first time flying, so I did that for myself. You know, I got my passport and everything. It was beautiful, my birthday. But when I came back with that trip, Ash, I was a different person. I was a different person. A lot of shit that I was taking, I wasn't taking it no more, you know. And
did you groove back in Jamaica? You mess with the yardie boy them? Yard man them? Hey, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't go. I'm pretty sure you would go to Jamaica and come back to the States and wouldn't be the same. I bet you wouldn't be the same.
Seems like you always run out of something right before a trip, like sunscreen.
Wouldn't be the same.
Let me stop you real quick. Now he gonna talk his shit right here on this Jamaican tip because he is Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna talk his shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he say, he gonna be talking his shit because he is Jamaican. You know.
I bet you wouldn't be the same.
and I needed to.
Jamaicans up 1,000 right now.
I needed him here for a little bit because I had some things I had to toss some money up in. So his little extra money was going, you know. And that's what I did or whatever like that.
Okay, so he was, see, guys, okay.
All right, so look, right, just to let you know right now, I'm gonna play about another 5.5 minutes of this video. So if you don't want to hear it, you can just tune out, but I'm gonna play about another 5 minutes of this video and then I'm gonna finish it up. All right.
So she said, I'm glad he was here because his little bit of extra money. Let me go back a little bit. I want to hear exactly what she. Hold on.
A lot of shit that I was taking, I wasn't taking it no more, you know. And I needed to. I needed him here for a little bit because I had some things I had to toss some money up in. So his little extra money was going, you know. And that's what
you see what I mean? Now that right there, see women how they tell on y'all or they tell on themselves, and this is why guys avoid cohabitating with women or letting women cohabitate with them. Like if anything, she got what she wanted out of him, and he got what he wanted out of her. It was fair game if you listen to her now, because she needed his little bit of money to take care of some things. So she's happy about getting a little bit of extra money to take care of some things in her household that her kids are in. It's fair game. You can't be mad if he was out doing what he did to you then. These chicks don't understand how this shit work. All he did was balance that shit out. That's all he did. Fair game.
I did or whatever like that.
These chicks be so greedy. See, I say this and it doesn't apply to all women out there, but some of these women, I told the bros before, they have no morals or principle. If you can pay a bill or help them out, pay their rent with car note, whatever, they're happy with it. They'll sacrifice their time, some of their life. They'll sacrifice letting you move in with their kids, even though they don't really know you like that, just because you can pay a bill. I'm so glad I don't need nobody to pay anything for me, because people, when they need to pay, when they need something paid or a couple of dollars, they'll sacrifice their integrity just to get something paid. That to me shows directly who you really are by just saying that alone. That's why so many women that come on these platforms, you need to keep your fucking mouth shut.
So after I finished paying for and doing what I need to do, I released his ass.
There you have it. I'm going to go ahead and still sacrifice my morals, principles, and integrity. Let him cheat. Because I'm pretty sure even if he was cheating, he was still getting the busted yam. But you will let a guy in ATL go and cheat on go get the busted yam from his ex-girlfriend and come back in your household just because I just need him to finish doing what he got to do and help people. And most of the time, these chicks be lying, but they got to make it sound good. They got to make it sound good. No morals, no principles. The proof is in the pudding. Let's continue.
I believe so. And I always wanted to be a phlebotomist. I went to school, became a phlebotomist.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. So, Kiki, what she's saying is, what she's telling everybody is right. It all starts in your mind. You know, you got to put into yourself and love yourself and be like.
And I remember you were scared like,
wait, but let's rewind back. People, go back about, 3 minutes or so. What did it say in the beginning? Go back about 8 minutes. What in the beginning clip when she first came on, what did it say at the top or at the bottom? Didn't it say, or didn't she say she owned multiple businesses? Somebody talk to me out there. I remember this shit. You got multiple businesses, but you need that man to stay there to help you pay off certain stuff, and then that's when you wanted to release him. So, these women stay lying. They can't even keep up with their own lies. Once they get that money out of you or get any bills caught up, they will give you the boot and kick you to the curb. That's what they do. It always happens like that. And I always preach this to the bros out there. And women, this is why I tell the women out there, it's no shade, but you got to understand why men don't want to cohabitate with you anymore. This is why, because of women like her, they sit up here and they literally they give men the formula like, yo, okay, I'm just gonna sit back, let him pay the bills, I'm gonna stack my bread, or let him help me catch up on some old bills. Once I get them shits paid, if I feel like he's gonna do any wrong, I'm gonna have that reason to kick his ass out the house. Happens all the time, never fails.
If I leave and like.
All right, stop it right there. You know what I'm saying? Grab this drink, First and foremost, right? Like I said, this is why you don't move in with a woman. You know what I'm saying? And this is not a diss to all women at all. This is nothing like that because there's a lot of great women out here that really do want to see you do good, and really don't have a problem with things like that. But it's a majority of women that do. And these type of women, they put themselves on the internet, and they let it be known the type of women they are. You know, it's sad that they do this, man, but they do, you know, and that's exactly what she did. The whole time he was living there, she had to whisper. You know what I'm saying? That alone let you know who was running the household for real. She had to whisper. Now here it is 2 years later. She twerking around. She got on little booty cutters on and all of this, coming with an update. Look, if you left him and you moved on and you did good with your life, you don't got to bring that to the internet. Why is you giving her an update on this situation anyway? What do she got to do with it? You letting it be known that you are salty because he used you, he got what he wanted out of you, and he moved on. And you're salty about it. So now you trying to make it seem like, oh, well, yeah, I just kept him around to help me pay what I needed to get done, and then I kicked him out. But you said in the beginning, you got multiple businesses. If you got all these businesses, then you got your own money. You don't need his money. You don't need nothing from him. Didn't you say in the beginning he didn't have anything? So all of a sudden he came across something and now he helping you, right? But 2 years ago he ain't had nothing. He came with a $500 ring from Walmart or whatever you said it was. He could have went to Jared and all of this. That's all that he had coming for you. Now here you is saying, oh well, yeah, I needed him around, to help pay this. You said he ain't had nothing. You said you moved him in your place. You got all the multiple businesses. You doing everything. A person with multiple businesses that's get money like that, things like that, they not waiting on nobody to help them pay nothing at all. They have it. Why is you stringing along somebody to help you pay anything when you got it? That don't even add up. So yes, on the roll up a pull up show, lie detector test, you're lying. It's clear as day. You're lying. But yeah, I know my beard running into my lips. Just the nature look. You know what I'm saying? Don't mind it though. But for women like her, like I said, they be coming online exposing themselves. And this is what I want the bros to understand. Let me say this again. It's no diss to women. It's only a diss to the women that do this type of stuff. This is exactly why I told the bros, listen, hey, you an NDA contract. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna move in with these women. Because they do this type of stuff right here. This is exactly why I made a video about having a contract before you move in with a woman. Because this is what they do to you. This is how they try and play you on the internet in front of millions of people. You know what I'm saying? Like when you know that she wouldn't say this to your face, but she'll turn around and put it on the internet to a couple of million people. When clearly, if you remember back in the beginning, go back to the beginning, she was whispering when she was with him. He was in the next room. She was whispering. Now all of a sudden he's gone. She all live action, talking all this bullshit, right? Who you think ran that situation? If you ask me, I think he the one that left her. Honestly, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like he left her because when she got on this show the first time, she was complaining about how he ain't did nothing, and it's been 3 years and she paying for everything. Blah 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 blah. Only thing he came up with $500 shit from Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Then here it is 2 years later. Now you talking about, oh well, I kept him around, so he could help pay this. Woo woo woo. This is what these type of women do to us, fellas. This is why you don't move in with them. And that is exactly why I did a part two. I did the first time, I told y'all about why not to move in with a woman because I've been there. I didn't live with two women and two women didn't live with me. So I understand how that whole dynamic work. You know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, it don't work. You know what I'm saying? It might work temporarily, for whatever the case is that y'all got going on, something temporarily, like a couple of months, maybe a year. Anything past that, it's gonna be problems. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't live with them too long. It don't work. So to save yourself from the bullshit, don't move in with them. And if you do have to move in with them, you know what I'm saying? Have you a contract set up because this is how they'll play you in the end. When whole time, dude probably was paying bills or whatever he was doing. He was doing something right around there. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's start there. He was doing something right around that motherfucker for him to be there and for her to be whispering while he's there. To the ladies, right? If it's your crib, you paying all the bills, everything is in your name, you taking care of everything is you, right? Is you ever gonna be whispering on your phone because your man is in the next room? It's a real life question. Are you gonna be doing that when you don't like your man and your man don't do shit and you calling into a basically a dating show, to try and get some advice from a 65-year-old woman named Ashley? You know what I'm saying? You trying to get some advice from her, and you in your own crib that you pay the bills in, and you trying to get advice from Ashley on what to do with your man. Would you be in your crib whispering? Not his crib, not a shelter, not your auntie house, not your mom's house, your crib. And you calling on to a show to get advice on what you need to do about your household. Would you be on this dating show whispering in your house? I don't think so. So that alone tell me that the man was running the house. Even if he wasn't paying no bills, he still was running the house because she was in the room whispering. This is her crib. She should be in the living room, out in the open somewhere, live action, in the kitchen, wherever. She should be somewhere right in the center of the home, loud as she want to be. I'm not saying necessarily screaming or nothing like that, but talking just like how I'm talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? She should be able to talk like that if this is her own home, regardless if she got a man there or not. This is her home that she paid the bills in. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it was his crib where he paid the bills in, understood. But that's not what she said. She said this was her shit that she moved him into, that she paying the bills on. Why is she in a room whispering? Let me pour this drink real quick. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can tell me what y'all thinking, how you feel about that. If it was your crib, would you be doing the same? You know what I'm saying? Is you gonna be whispering in your crib? Nah, I didn't think so either. You know what I'm saying? So that's a major red flag with her right there, right? She 47 years old. Now look, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that a man won't step into your life at that age and marry you, but this is what I will say. For the most part, it's not going to happen. For the most part, because a man is not trying to marry an older woman unless he's an older man. You get what I'm saying? Okay, let me sum it up this way. Men, as we get older, we prime in our older years. Women prime in their younger years. So from maybe like 18 to about 35, that's women prime time years. You know what I'm saying? After that, they hit the wall, pretty much, for the most part. Men, we prime at about 30, 35, on up to about 60. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between men and women. Women prime younger, men prime older. You know what I'm saying? So the only way, well, hold up, let me back it up. I'm not gonna say the only way, but for the most part, if you as a woman is damn near 50 years old, calling yourself, saving yourself for a marriage or something like that, more than likely it's not gonna happen. And if it do, it's gonna be from an older guy. Because the younger guy, he got options. You know what I'm saying? He got options. So a younger guy, not looking for a 50-year-old to marry. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he got himself together and everything like that. He not looking for no 50-year-old woman to marry. So if you really did leave that guy, more than likely you probably left the best thing that you had coming. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. You pretty much left the guy that was gonna be there for you. You know what I'm saying? Because evidently he did something if he been around all this time. And you saying you needed him to pay something. That's something that he did that the next guy not gonna do. And that's what you left, hoping and thinking that now that you finally left it or whatever, the next man gonna step into your life and he about to be way up here. Birds of a feather flock together, baby. You know what I'm saying? If them the type of guys you like, them the type of guys you gonna get. So again, your best bet was to stick with that guy because now you damn near 50 years old, you washed up, you on here with booty cutter shorts on, trying to show you your downstairs cleavage or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you on here looking like a damn fool. You looking like a damn fool. You doing something that 20-year-olds do on the internet, and you damn near 50. You showing how thirsty you are. You know what I'm saying? Because you left or he left you, whatever it was. If you ask me, I think he left her. Honestly. You know what I'm saying? Because just to say 2 years ago, evidently the problem she had with him wasn't that much because she was in the other room whispering. You know what I'm saying? Of her own house. So if you ask me, I think he left her. And on top of it, he don't got to pay no bills, and he get to go back and cheat with his ex or girls on the side. Mind you, they in Atlanta. You know how the Atlanta lifestyle is. You know what I'm saying? And this is what you letting him do, and he ain't paying no bills. MABW already said it. Who took the loss? You know what I'm saying? And that's real shit. Who took the loss? She did. But she on the internet trying to make it seem like he was the bum and she had to leave him and she had to take a trip, to Jamaica. And when she went and took that trip, bo, 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 you went and took that trip and them Jamaicans bust your ass down. That's what happened. They told you everything that you wanted to hear. They made you feel good. They made you think this and that, blah, 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 just to get you out your drawers. And they did. And they bust your ass down and they sent you back home. Now you sitting up here saying basically you got to meet their expectations when they did exactly what they did. You came over there to their country, they showed you a good time, they sent you home. But women don't never want to try. They never want to talk about that. This is why I don't trust women with them girls trips and all of that type of shit because of this right here. They go take trips, especially across seas, where they know don't nobody know where they at or what they doing or anything like that, and they around a whole different group of people. Man, they be getting buzzed down. They really do. You know what I'm saying? They be getting bust the fuck down, man. Sad and strange situation, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times they be getting buzzed down by these guys that got money. You know, these guys see them coming into their town. They tourists. Just like if a tourist come into your town, you like, hey, we know they ain't from here. You know what I'm saying? Same shit. These people across country, they know that tourists is stepping into their town. You know what I'm saying? And they pick these bras up fresh off the flight. You know what I'm saying? They pick their asses up. Yeah, let me show you a good time. Let me take you here. Let me take you there. Catch them at a bar, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Show them a good time. Bust them down. Now all of a sudden, these women want to come back to the States and they want to have these high ass expectations for us American men. When they went to Dubai, Jamaica, um, Asia, you know what I'm saying, the UK, Canada, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, right? When they did all of that, they got treated by men out there with money because the men out there seeing they tourists as popping up in their town. So them men with money showed them bitches a good time and sent them about their way. So now these bitches come back to the States, to us American men that's living a regular life, that's not living the rich lifestyle like them guys in, them foreign countries live. They send them back here to us after they dogged them out. Now they expect us to live up to their expectations. And this is the result of it. And look, I know I didn't talk my shit, but I just showed y'all a video of a woman speaking on it her damn self. She told you how she went to Jamaica and she came back as a whole nother person. You went on a trip, you know what I'm saying? And you came back as a whole nother person. What the fuck is you talking about? So a trip made you, not that you moved there, you lived there, you got a job there, you invested there. You know what I'm saying? You got businesses there, you have clients there. No, you took a trip, meaning you was only there for a couple of days to a week or two, and you came back. That's all it took. And now you a changed person. Within, just to say at the max, 2 weeks, you a changed person. You was getting buzzed down. That's what that was. Like I said, them boys had a couple dollars. They took you to their hot spots of their town, of course. They know they shit. So they know where to take you to have a good time with you, make you feel good, all of that. And that's what they did. And it made you feel like us over here in America, excuse me, we need to step our game up because of what they did for you while you was on a trip. Because if you would have moved there, they would have overlooked your ass. You wouldn't have been nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? But since you was there on the trip and they knew you was there on the trip, they took you to a couple of spots that they know will open you up and they bust you down. Now that's what you come back over here on. Oh, okay. Well, now you got to do this. You got to do that. You ain't doing shit. The fuck you talking about? It ain't happening. It ain't happening. And like I said, what she said about dog, how she left him, I call it cap. He left her. He was already cheating on her, not paying no bills, and living in her shit for free, and had her in the room whispering while she was on the phone, and not on the phone call talking to her homegirl or her moms or nothing like that. She was on a whole dating show and had to be whispering. I look at shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Besides all of the yapping, I'm the type of person that look at the background. And that was the background of it. She was in there whispering. And MABW, he mentioned it. She was in there whispering. What are you talking about? Now here it is 2 years later. He left you, according to me, because this is what I gotta say. He left you. Now all of a sudden, you back on the scene on your shit like you just about it. Now here you is in the coochie cutters bouncing around. Fellas, this is why you don't move in with a woman. Because when y'all together, they play it like everything's sweet. like everything good. You know what I'm saying? But then when something happened with y'all, this is what they do. They want to try and expose you on the internet to a bunch of people that don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody on the internet care. We don't care. Just like what I spoke on having a contract, right? And I was saying how a lot of women be putting guys out. You know what I'm saying? And when they put them out, they might have like a bag full of clothes, a couple pair of shoes, a game system, shit like that. And they want to go live with it. They want to show everybody, look, I keep this nigga out, this all he got, blah blah blah. Like that's not no flex, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not a flex. It make you look stupid because that's what he moved in there with. You didn't have a problem with it when he moved in there with that shit. So how you gonna have a problem with it now that y'all broke up and you putting them out or whatever? If you just put them out, put them out. Why is you trying to take pictures and expose this man of his belongings like the internet here? This is why I tell the fellas don't move in with women. Again, there's plenty of good women out here. Plenty. You know what I'm saying? Like I I know a lot of good women. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that a lot of the good women that I'm talking about still here in my life. I still have some of those good women in my life. I didn't came across a lot of good women. So I'm not one of them trying to diss all women or none of that at all. This is not that. This is strictly for the women that it applies to. And this is why I'm telling the bros that it applied to, don't move in with these type of women because this will happen to you. You know what I'm saying? And if you do move in with these type of women, travel lightly, have you a contract, and always be ready. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know, man. You never fucking know, bro. I'ma just I'ma just be real and I'm gonna tell the bros. You might got about 1 good year with that woman. Whatever woman you pursuing right now, you thinking about moving in with her, or she wants you to move in with her, whatever the case is. I'm gonna tell you like this: you probably got about 1 good year with that woman at the max. That's what I'm gonna give you at the max. Now you might get lucky, you might get 2 or 3 years out of her or whatever. Okay, whatever. But I'm gonna say for the most part, you might got a year. And a lot of guys, it ain't even gonna be a whole year. You might got a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? Some guys a couple of weeks. For real. You know? But if you is gonna do that, I'm gonna give you about a good year. And you gotta use that time to get yourself together, man, because it's like a almost guarantee it's gonna come a point in time when she gonna put you out. She gonna tell you you gotta go, you know? And it's not her fault that she telling you you gotta go. She gave you a place, no matter what it was. If it's your time to go, it's your time. You know what I'm saying? But this is why I tell you to prepare yourself for that. Get a contract. Be ready because this can happen at any time. And this woman right here just clearly exposed herself. You know what I'm saying? Like she literally just exposed herself. She came on this same show twice. She came on the same show twice, man. If her life was so much better and she did so much better since, dog, she wouldn't even thought about coming back on that show. Her life is so much better. She don't even got time to even hit that show with an update. She don't even got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So that let it be known that what she's saying is complete cap. You know what I'm saying? Be careful, man. Be careful because you would get too comfortable and you will come home and your shit will be outside. You know what I'm saying? The damn garbage bag of clothes and shoes and your game system that you do got, that should be outside in the rain at that. Not only outside, that should be outside in the rain. You know what I'm saying? So again, to the fellas, and let me disclose this one last time. This does not apply to all women. So don't come at me like that. Just don't apply to all women. But for the women that it do apply to, and for the guys that it do apply to, do not move in with her, bro. Don't do it. Especially if she gave you any signs before you even move in with her. She gave you any signs that it ain't gonna work. Cut it out right there. You know what I'm saying? Like she already telling you before it happened that it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So don't even round yourself up for a disappointment. Sometimes you just gotta know when to say, hey, this ain't it. It ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't that because I didn't say what I said about the women's side. Now I'm talking about the men, the manly side, the men's side. Gotta hold you accountable as well, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you know that the situation is not right before you even move up in there, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to be thirsty to be up in her crib. One whole time, this is gonna be your demise because you're gonna come on one day and all your shit gonna be outside. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So, in order to void yourself out of a situation like this, behind this whole live right here, which you seen the proof for yourself, to void yourself from this whole situation anyway. Don't move in with her. Don't do it. If you gotta live in a cardboard box, go do that. You know what I'm saying? But if you move in with her, be expecting something like this to happen. You know what I'm saying? Where she might fuck around and blast you on the internet one day, trying to clown you, trying to make you seem like you was the fool. The whole time you won for real. But this is what they do. So this is why I say don't move in with a woman. But if you do, make sure you get a contract. You know what I'm saying? That's the power. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have you a contract if you do decide to move in with one. So that way, by the time if y'all do break up and everything, you know what I'm saying, and you go ahead and pull out the contract, y'all go to court for it. She ordered to pay you what it is that she owe you, blah blah blah, things like that. I can guarantee you she ain't gonna get on the internet trying to talk about that. She ain't gonna never speak on that. You know why? Because she took a loss out that situation, which she know that she went into and she signed up for it. You know what I'm saying? as opposed to try and play that role like, oh, I didn't know that he was gonna do this. I didn't know that he was gonna do that. He didn't show that in the beginning. He didn't act like that. He didn't do that. He didn't do this, right? To save all of that, bam, he go a whole NDA, non-disclosure agreement. You know what I'm saying? You can whip that out. She ain't gonna never get on the internet and talk about you because she know you got real paperwork. So just in case she do want to get on a social site and try and blast you or say anything about you, you could retaliate instantly. Boom. You want to talk about revenge, retaliation, get back? This the real get back right here. You got a legal document. You talking about I was a bum and you had to put me out and blah blah blah, all of that shit right here. Uh-uh. You go with NDA, baby. I paid this, this, this. I took care of that, that, that. You know what I'm saying? I've been here, here, here. And I done did that, that, that. They can't argue with that. That's court document. You know what I'm saying? They can't argue with that. So they can't try and come on the internet and put that type of shit out here about you. Like, yeah, you was a bum. You ain't do nothing. Blah, 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 blah. They can't do that. They can't do that when you have an NDA on. You know what I'm saying? They can't do that. So this is exactly why I made a video, which was my part two to this, about having a contract. If you is gonna move in with them, have a contract because this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? Your contract will save your life. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have had did a contract back when I moved in with these women. But at that time, I didn't have that type of knowledge, that type of wisdom, that type of understanding. I didn't have that back then. That was something that developed over time, which is exactly why I'm trying to spread it to you now, right here. Catch that now, because I didn't catch that at that time. So, you know what I'm saying? You in that time, here, catch it now. Have you a contract before you move in with this woman? That's just the truth of it. You know what I'm saying? Because you gonna play yourself. You gonna play you gonna play yourself. Because at the end of the day, that property is in her name. So even if you just around just giving dick or whatever the case is, you might pay a bill or two. You might take out the trash. You might cut the grass. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you're doing, that is an asset to her at that time. You need to make sure you get you a contract about that because even if you're not paying a solid bill, if you were around there putting in work, that is what solidify you living there, you being there, because you are putting in work, investing in that property. You know what I'm saying? And you need to protect yourself because if you don't protect yourself, a woman can get whatever she want out of you, out of her property, and she can put you out. And she put you out, guess what? You asked out. You don't have an argument. You don't have nothing to say because this is what you signed up for. You signed up to come in here and do what it is that she wanted you to do and get the fuck out. That's a fair game. That is a fair game. Even if you was just there just to give her some dick, or if you was just there just to cut some grass, whatever it is, that is a fair game. That's why you need to have a fair game in your field as to, hey, if I do come move in with you and you know this is what you want out of me, guess what? Just in case something happens with me and you got to return it. You gonna have to return it. Nah, ain't none of that get out and that's it and you won. Nah, you got to return it. That's what that contract for. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this video made some sense, to a lot of guys before you just go ahead and move in with a woman. Make sure you take the proper steps because if you don't, this can be your end result. The same woman that you living with that could be in the next room, calling you a king and all that. You do whatever you want, and she in the next room whispering, because she don't want to be too loud because you in there playing the game or whatever. This is what she could be in the next room whispering about. She could be on a whole dating show, TV show, whatever it is. They got millions of people watching her, and she'd be on there exposing you. You know what I'm saying? So just know, again, this is part 3, and I'm ending part 3 just like this. If you move in with her, and you know you're gonna be paying the bills, and you're gonna be taking care of things around there, you're gonna be moving shit in, things like that. Hey, you a contract, bro. Hey, you a contract. It protects you and who you are. Because at the end of the day, that type of woman, she not. That's why she'll put you on the curb. And before she get to put you on the curb, make sure you get yourself off that curb and pick your own self up. It's been another live stream of Roll Up a Power. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.